Shown here is a cartoon drawing of a songbird brain, in this case, inside the head of the animal. Of course, you can see the beak here. And what it's been discovered in vocal learners is that they have regions in their forebrain, I color-coded in red here as well as green, that are responsible for producing and for imitating those learned vocalizations. And they're connected in a pathway. One we call the motor pathway, shown by these arrows here, where different structures like HVC, which stands for high vocal center, to RA, down to the motor neurons in the brainstem right down here, that actually connect to the muscles that control the vocalizations. This pathway is necessary to produce the learned songs. Whereas there's another pathway here that forms a loop from a forebrain area to what we call the basal ganglia striatum, area X nucleus, to the thalamus, DLM, back up here to the forebrain. This pathway here, this loop, is necessary for imitating the vocalizations, and then finally the motor pathway feeds into the vocal imitation pathway, which then sends signals back out to the motor pathway to control the actual learning of what is going to be produced. To give you the punchline here, vocal learning species have structures in their forebrain here, this top part of the brain, for this imitation behavior, whereas species that produce only innate vocalizations have these brainstem areas like DM or the motor neurons that actually project to the muscle that control innate vocalizations. And what has happened in the vocal learners is that this forebrain system has taken over this innate system. And so what do I mean by innate vocalizations? All species can produce vocalizations that, well, not all, some fish can't actually, and some reptiles can't, but most birds and mammals can. But all those other ones I showed you in the tree produce these innate vocalizations. They don't have this forebrain pathway.